Did you know stress is so common that it has become a way of life for many people? In small doses, it can help us perform under pressure and motivate us to do the best that we possibly can. However, when your body is constantly running in emergency mode, your mind and body pay a high price. But you can protect yourself by knowing and recognizing the signs and symptoms of stress. Stress is a normal physical response to your body feeling unbalanced or upset. Whenever you sense danger, whether it be imaginary or real, your body automatically kicks it into high gear and the fight, flight, or freeze responses begin. These responses are also known as stress responses, and they are your body's way of protecting you when you are in danger.
Yay!
In emergency situations, stress could potentially save your life by giving you extra strength to protect yourself. For example, when you are not paying attention while driving and notice that the car in front of you has stopped. Stress is what spurs you to slam on the brakes to avoid an accident. Stress can also be helpful because it is what causes you to stay focused when you are studying for that test that you have to pass or giving a big presentation at work. But there comes a point when stress is no longer a good thing, but rather a bad thing. Prolonged exposure to stress causes damage to your health, your mood, your appetite, and your quality of life. I cannot begin to tell you how important it is to know your body and know how to recognize when your stress levels are out of control. One of the most dangerous things about stress is how easily it can creep up on you without you even knowing it. It's like it becomes a part of your daily life. You get used to it and it begins to feel normal. This causes you not to notice how much it's affecting you. What makes it so hard to recognize also is that the signs and symptoms of stress overload can be pretty much anything. Stress affects the mind, behavior, and body of an individual in many ways, and everyone experiences it differently. According to helpguide.org, when stress goes on for a prolonged period, it begins to take its toll not only on you by causing severe mental and physical illnesses, but also on your personal relationships at home, work, and school. There are 4 types of signs and symptoms you should know to look out for. Some symptoms and signs dealing with cognitive stress are memory problems, inability to concentrate, poor judgment, seeing only the negative, anxious or racing thoughts, and constant worrying. According to stress.org, when it comes to physical symptoms, you should be keeping an eye out for these things: aches and pains, diarrhea or constipation, cold or sweaty hands and feet, gritting or grinding teeth, nausea and dizziness, loss of sex drive, frequent colds, chest pain, and rapid heartbeat. There are also emotional and behavioral symptoms that you should know and be able to recognize, such as eating more or less, moodiness, a sense of loneliness and isolating oneself from others, agitation or inability to relax, nervous habits, and sleeping too much or too little. There are many causes to stress, such as major life changes, financial problems, being too busy, children or family, and relationship difficulties. According to the Essentials of Psychiatric Mental Health Nursing book, some stress-lowering tips for life are to engage in meaningful and satisfying work, live and love who you choose, guard your personal freedom, and associate yourself with gentle people who affirm your sense of personhood. I am urging you to make sure you know your body and know the warning signs and symptoms of stress. It could potentially be life-changing if you are able to stop stress before it gets too bad. Does anyone have any questions? Okay, go ahead.
Do you think kids raising children could be stressful?
Yeah, under certain circumstances. Anyone else?
Do you think exercise would be helpful in relieving stress?
When I was doing my research, I did read a little bit about that, and I think it could be very helpful.
What do you do to relieve stress?
I like to take a long hot bath by myself with the door shut and where it's nice and quiet.
I agree.
Okay.
Any additional questions?